Besides,
Chick is
you'll be the one. What?
I said that chick is loud.
Oh. I really can't do what I wanted to do.
What?
I was trying to do screen share so I can have a background.
Oh, you can't?
No, it's fine. You have it on your settings is disabled.
I just undisabled it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. All right, so which one is it I'm supposed to use?
I realized I didn't put up my screen today. I don't care.
Wants to share. Yeah, okay, share it. Is it the right one I'm sharing?
Yes.
Back on it. Yeah. What was the other thing I'm supposed to
share?
No. There's. Oh, fudge muffin.
Oh, it's not. You just did a screen share. I had to see your screen.
Oh, but you don't see me. Oh, wait. You will in a second. Hold on. I'm learning something new. Bear with me. And all the members watching, bear with me. Trying something out.
This is one of our famous cold openings. This all we got. You have
You're seeing the magic. Just watch. I was reading up online about working around a Chromebook because of the platform operating system that a Chromebook has because it's so lightweight.
Oh, you
so,
can't. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, people. See, for the people listening, hi, how y'all doing today? This is Sheila trying to something. I don't know. Let's go to our YouTube, it's godlyspiritualladies.com, well, at .com to see the
do something.
I know that I'm explaining because I don't know what you're doing. Hey, dial up.
Y'all can do this.
It's I see backgrounds and I see a picture of your face. Your camera is turned off. Selecting a background will turn on.
You see me?
No, I don't see you. I just see your picture. I don't see you. Let me see. Nope, just a picture.
You don't see an apple, a banana,
yeah, I see.
And a pear.
Now I can see you. And then you're frozen.
All right. What do you see?
I see you frozen with some in a classroom with fruit.
Yes, in a classroom with fruit.
And a calculator and a pencil. I think that's a notebook in the back.
Ain't it cool?
It's cool.
Now here's the problem. There's a form.
What?
Which might be making I'm having rainstorm.
Ah, so are we.
So it might be causing some technical delays.
Okay, that's no problem. And I also think because you're using this thingy, whatever the heck it is.
It's Google Meet. So if I use Google Meet, I have a background if I share my screen with Zoom.
Ah, okay.
No?
No, I just decided to go get my green screen and put it up because it wasn't right.
No.
And then she goes away. Okay. I don't know what happened. She's coming in a minute.
Well, I guess it was moving a bit different when with my little other screen. I'm already back.
Oh, okay, there you go. No, for a second it was black. But actually very cool. We should practice that again another time and definitely try that. Because that would looked really cool once I could see it and everything. Because the background piece is moving and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was like, hey, I'm in a classroom with fruit. It's like cool if I was a kid, you know?
Oh yeah. That'd be a great teacher one. Yeah, so well, and all that other good thing is another one of our lovely weird cold openings. Hello and welcome to Godly Spiritual Ladies. I'm one of your co-hosts, I'm Gwendolyn, and that over there chewing is Sheila.
Sheila.
And we talk about anything, everything, our life, fitness, and stuff that we should be doing, but it's 45 million degrees outside, and that's a problem. You know, so yeah, we was talking about that earlier. It's like we really want to exercise and do these things. The heat said, "Sit down."
And we no adjustment. We really want to exercise. We would like to exercise outside.
Oh yes, I should preface that with
However,
the heat said, "Sit down."
right,
So we sat down.
right. The heat said go back inside and exercise.
Yeah, I'm still working on that
Find your life.
thing.
Oh well,
I said I'm working on it. I'm like,
that's what.
I don't want to lie and say yes. I have been inside, busting it down. I realized
Some days I might be not as busty, but
no,
I'm still trying.
no. I have.
She's like, no.
I said I don't lie on here. I said I've realized I'm trying to relearn how to relax and not do anything,
Mm-hmm.
which is very hard for me because I'm used to doing 6 things at the same time, especially being in school. And I'm just like, I have no idea what to do. I'm confused. So I try to do everything of nothing. That's the best way to put that. This thing of nothing. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
It's getting you ready for retirement.
Right. So it's what it is even my therapist is not mad at me for it. She's like, you need to sit down and not do nothing because you overwhelm yourself and do everything at the same time and never take time for yourself. So I'm learning to take time for myself, and doing everything of nothing is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like you said last time, the never-ending story. You are entering the nothingness.
Pretty much, yeah. Which I don't mind. It's like I'm looking forward to school starting and not looking forward to school starting. I'm like, it's gonna be a weird time because I'll be halfway in person but halfway out of person. It'll be more hybrid. So it'll be like, yay, people, and then at the same time, people.
Exactly. It is. You've learned, I think, for myself, speaking from me, I have learned to still communicate with people, just not on a face-to-face not an in-person version. Like I still see your face, I just don't see the rest of your body. I don't see what's going, what your other things about what happens when it's different and in person. I think when we're in person, you don't have that same ability to shut people off by putting them on mute, putting yourself on mute, or
Turning off your
closing off your
face. Because, oh, girl,
yep, taking off your screen.
because I could say all the lovely words, but my face will say a million of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that COVID has taught me. COVID has taught me how to school the face during Zoom. Because if not, because, oh, I've seen it. I've been sitting in meetings and I'm like, I have the blank face, the face. It's like, don't mess up your makeup face,
Mm-hmm.
And then I see other people's faces. I'm like, we can see you, right? We know what your face just said or what that person just said. You need to stop or turn your camera off. Because
Right, and you'll sit there, you might end up chatting. Like I have learned that during this pandemic we have new catchphrases. You're on mute. or I'm experiencing technical difficulties. I'll be back. Or what we were just going through earlier. You're slow. You're muted. You sound weird.
yeah, you sound like you're up. It's like, okay, I can't hear you. I can't see you. Can you turn on a lamp? My lamp is on. Can you turn on the up face? That teacher.
My other VP was making a joke. He said, you know how before we used to worry about phones, dial-ups and stuff? We'd be like, can you hear me now? Now it's more, you're on mute. You're on.
It's so true. It is so true. I had to deal this with class. It's like, we can't hear you. Stop talking at the same time. Somebody's speaking. Why are you talking when they're speaking? Wait till they're finished.
Did everyone close did everyone mute themselves? The only the speaker should be on.
Oh, if you are not talking, please turn off your mic. I'm like, I love being a host when I can like mute.
Oh, I know. You could just mute everybody.
Stop unmuting your mic. Mute. Stop unmuting your mic. Mute.
Right.
I can hear your kids. Tell them kids to be quiet in the background. Why are they screaming? Tell the dog.
Yes. Put your virtual screen on. Oh my God. So many of my coworkers sometimes forget, like they've been on vacation or whatnot. They forget to put their virtual screen on. Like we're always having our virtual screen, but it's supposed to be, we've now advertised it. So it's our company backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
We have standard one. Because in the beginning, everyone was using whatever the hell they felt like it. So it wasn't really profesh. But now the company has created an industry standard, company standard virtual meeting backgrounds. And some people forget them. So we end up seeing their cheering. You see their partners walking back and forth. You'd be like, shouldn't you be on green screen? Why is your virtual background not up? It's a distraction when you're talking to somebody, all of a sudden you see a little kid going, can I get this? Oh, Lord.
This is why
the CEO knows.
But you see now why I bought this. This is why I bought the screen. So I'm like, it was the best money I spent because I'm like, yeah, because it makes way more sense. I could be in Ravenclaw.
It does.
I could be in an office. I could be in a library. I could look fish.
Anywhere. You can wear your job's logo in the background, which is what, like I said, my company does whenever you're in a job meeting. This way, nobody can don't have to worry about anything in the background.
Right, exactly. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm okay. I can do this. It is just too funny. Okay, so let's get this show started. We're going to start with what we.
Yes, because today we're hoping not to be too long.
Oh, no. And what we're going to start with, what we normally start with, the beat.
Prayer. Oh, beat. Yes, sorry. I figured people saw your face already, girl. And the nails.
That is not the point. I had to do that. That is my thing. Leave me alone. I put on lashes today, and they look good. See?
I saw them. Your face is looking fresh.
With the Fenty lip. Thank you, Reed.
Your face is looking fresh, girl. You look complete. Okay, you look complete with the hair and everything.
And I rejudged the
Even your actual forehead, so you don't have it all the way up in the black is not all the way up in the front. I see forehead. I see everything.
Yeah, I'm getting better at putting on the wigs, because that is.
Yes, I see. It looks more natural.
I'm learning that. I'm like, I got my hair up into the thing. I got the wig. I got it covered and everything. I was like,
It looks very, very natural.
I'm learning this because this is
If nobody,
wigs on.
okay, let me put this. If nobody was watching this video,
It's my hair.
they wouldn't know.
My hair.
Right, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. They'd be like, oh, you have a nice hair. I'd be like, I thank you. I love my color. I love my color. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I need my hair. Like, literally, I'm just playing with frizz. When the frizz starts coming out, you're just like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Time to read.
I'm literally playing with my. Yeah, my mom went to go get her hair done today.
Oh.
Yet it's my birthday on today. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, yes. And I had to say that else before we started to pray. Happy birthday to ya. Birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Okay, it's not officially her birthday, but this is basically her birthday podcast because her birthday's on Tuesday and we doing this on Saturday. So happy birthday.
I thank you. I thank you. Many blessings to the Lord. The Lord allowed me to actually see morning on my birthday and evening on my birthday. Do not make me one of those people, Lord, that I have seen on TV who were born on the day they were born is the day they died. Just a different year.
Right. Yeah. So you don't want.
And that, I don't know why, but that always for some reason, whenever I saw gravestones like that, I'd be like, wait, that's their birthday. They died on their birthday.
Yeah. They died
Like,
in the way they came out.
girl, on the same day, just a different year. I mean, I do feel bad for the ones that I see that, you know, it's a little different when you see it's an infant who was born and died on the same day. That same day, same year. When I see people who were born on their day of birth, who die on their day of birth, it's just like, oh, you had to make it to the exact day.
Okay. I know, but I digress.
And we move on.
Right. So you gonna pray. Right after she yawned really, really big.
You know I have to breathe first, woman.
That's not the point.
The breath has to come out. The spirit.
And she's frozen because I don't know if she can hear me.
I can hear you, woman. I was breathing.
No, you froze.
Oh, I must have froze on your side. Got you.
You froze on my. Yeah, I wasn't teasing you. I was like, yeah, you really froze.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Being, Heavenly Entity, Heavenly Spirit, Heaven, we come before your throne. We come before your dignity. We ask you to turn down the dial just a little bit on the sun. Not enough to like become an asteroid and die, because then if it's gone, then we would all be dead, or turn into something, I don't know. But could you just turn it down just a little bit? Even number would be nice. A little bit smaller though than what it is, because it's hot. It is hot on the U.S. Now I don't know if it's because we sinners, which we already know we are, and if you're just trying to bake some of us, I understood. But I need to be duly noted so that I can keep myself at home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lord. I am grateful I know Gwen's grateful too. That we get to do this and serve you with everything that is within us. Lord, I don't have a lot to say today because I think you understand us and you know us. You always do, but my mouth just keeps on going, and that's really your fault. But I'm grateful for the people that are in our lives. Those that drive us cray cray. Those that have lost all common sense. Those that are just lost. Hurt. Angry. Cast fallen. Happy. Content. Just. They all add a different flavor in our lives. They make us continue to have memories. Lord, I thank you for that. Sometimes some memories we would like to forget, like literally erase. Some people have the capacity to do so. Unfortunately, I don't. I tend to start to forget, but not the same way. We ask that what Gwen learned, that you brought to her discernment, that she shares it today, so that it becomes some type of enlightenment to those that hear it or see it. We thank you so much for allowing us to continue to do the work that you give us to do. We ask you to anoint those in our lives, like I said earlier, good, bad, and the ugly. Bear fruit, Lord. Let us bear fruit. We love you. We serve you. Amen.
Amen. You reminded me I was supposed to look up something that'll help me out for this today. Oh, there it goes. Okay, thank you.
Just to FYI, at some point I do need to go get my mama's laundry.
Okay. Don't worry, I can keep talking while you do that. So, what we're going to start with today are stats. Yay! I only say the yay because, well, I'm being stupid. And I have good news. So, I have been maintaining my weight at 272, 273, which is good because I've been going out and going to barbecues and eating food. But in moderation and in portion control. Because as my dietitian tells me, I don't, she doesn't say you have cheat meals. She says you have mindful indulgence, which I love that phrase because I can work on a mindful indulgence. When I'm cheating, I'm cheating. That's just what it is. I don't know why that fits in my head the way it does, but it just does. It's like, if I'm going to cheat, I'm going to cheat. But if it's a mindful indulgence, I don't go as bad. I don't go as hard. I was like, this Jewish lady is onto something. Yeah, she really Jewish. But, you know, I wasn't making that up. So with that, maintaining the weight. Good. Because we would love a maintain, not a gain. See, the gains are bad. We don't want that. And the other good news I have is started off with this whole journey with my A1C being at 9.4. Bad, because we're almost into the double digits. So now we are at a 8.7. Yay! So that means it's gone down. And we are on a good trend. Even because, what was it? My doctor tried to be like, oh, she, you here, I need you here. I said, okay, this is back to what I was telling Sheila earlier. I don't like people telling me what to do, especially when I'm doing the work. I said, I got the dietitian. I'm doing the work. See, you said here. I'm here right now. I know you want me here, but I spent 44 years getting to here. Can you give me a break? Give me a second to get back down there. I ain't going to do that, undo 44 years of work in 3 months. And not on some crazy fat ass diet. Just saying a little bit. Other than that, those are my stats for right now. And so, hey, so we're going to let the birthday girl do hers. Because I know you're on mute, but you have to unmute yourself to talk about this. And she froze again. This is, okay. You can unmute.
It's the weather. It's the weather.
Oh, I know.
It has to be the weather. So, again, congratulations. Congratulations. I like what your psychiatrist, therapist,
Dietitian.
dietitian is stating.
I got all them peoples, but yeah, this one's.
I know. So I wasn't sure which one. Sorry, so I apologize. Because I like the way it is a mental suggestion versus this is what it is, but in your mind, this is also what it is too, and it can go either way. Because you really do have to be mindful.
Exactly.
Which I didn't do this week slightly. So since the beginning, when we started the actual chart, we started this chart thing in April. At that time, I'm forgetting the date, so don't quote me behind. At the time in April when we started, I actually was at like 235. In the interim to May, I got to 239. So I was the opposite of what I was supposed to be doing. As of today, though, I'm 2 pounds higher than I was earlier this week, but I am now at 224. Technically, I've dropped from May. I've dropped 15 pounds. I'm going to continue doing my best to get there. As I said in the last podcast, my goal was to get to 225 by my birthday, which is Tuesday. However, it's not a secret. I have a love for bubble tea. And I also got a love for ice cream. And the fact that I have now found that they come together.
Yeah, most
is a good thing
for her.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Because I'm just like, you can't put two of your favorite things together and be in a supermarket that is close to your house.
No, not at all. And so, but thankfully, because the only thing that helped me out beforehand is that I have been changing, going to the doctors, because I have to go, unfortunately, every month. That's just a requirement for the certain things that I've got. And I have changed my dietary requirements. I was somebody who was like, oh, turkey this, which is good. Turkey is good. People in the sense of, helping to go down if you have to have meat. Now, I still eat meat. Don't think I have not, I'm a vegan. Not that there's nothing wrong with being a vegan. However, that is not true. Not today. Now, there are days I don't need meat to survive because I'm just not craving that. So it just depends on what I'm craving to eat. So I had to switch over to more ocean creatures to supplement this human. Yes, I have gone into the deep sea. Don't worry, I have not eaten Ariel nor her family. That I know of. Probably a Sebastian or two, maybe a flounder. Sorry, it's the truth. While I was at it, I was finding Nemo as well. So
make that joke.
That has been better for my body. Sadly, they make fish sausages, which I was raving to my doctor today. I said, oh my God, when you fry it, oh Jesus. She goes, so you make it, how you do this? You found it. I was like, exactly, there are videos, I'll send you. But no, I said I do not physically do the making ones. I buy the ones that are store bought. That is the problem when you walk into the Asian market. You find stuff that you shouldn't.
They have everything, and you have you have the good big one. So I'm like, this is why. This is the only thing that saves me in Brooklyn. They're very far from me, so I'm like, I'm okay. I could stay here and not find that stuff.
No, I literally in less than a 4-mile radius from where I live, from my house in less than a 4-mile radius, I have
You just said you had like two.
I have 8 supermarkets. I have 2 major Asian markets, but I've got about 8 or 9 markets in a 4-mile radius. People, I'm not starving. I'm not starving. On purpose anyway. so that has helped with eating. Now, what I have not been doing, which I need to get back into the swing of things because my body is off, is I've been working late and doing homework late. So I've been sleeping like at 2. Because I'm listening to audiobooks as well at the same time. So I've been up and up and then getting back up again at like 7 something, 8 something. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. I gotta rotate my body.
This
evening, I would literally be going to sleep early.
You gotta stop that. You're back into it.
Oh, most definitely. It's not helping my body at all, and it's putting me off whack. Like I'm not getting the proper sleep. So.
Oh yeah.
Which is not helping my bowels. Yes, I know I'm about to say TMI, people, but it's not helping my bowels. So when I don't sleep properly, my body doesn't get to rest. It doesn't shut down, so that stuff goes off without me having to assist it.
All right. Is that all for your stats?
That's it.
Okay, cool. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. I still say she's loud. Well, and we're back. I know for you it's instantaneous, but hey, we're back. Okay, so
we ran a mile,
Yeah. All right, so what we're talking about today is Marvel. Yay! Okay, specifically, we are talking about Marvel and mental health. So we're only covering, because there's like 45 million Marvel everything.
And my husband, well, the guy I cheated on first. No, actually, I never cheat on anyone. So the guy I married first, my boyfriend, that's what he was. He was my boyfriend, and he was the girlfriend I didn't realize I experimented with before I actually met my actual husband.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. We are specifically talking about 3 shows: WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the new Loki. Now, the reason why I brought these up is because they dealt with mental health and racism and microaggressions.
Oh yeah.
And what was that? Past trauma. It was Flamingo. Your best favorite. It was beautiful.
You're right. They did.
Yeah. I'm all 3.
I didn't pinpoint out like that. You know what I mean?
Huh?
You know when you're watching something, you're watching it, and you're like, I didn't stop and go pinpoint situations.
Okay. See, what happened was I watched them, and then I went and watched TikToks. And then after I watched TikToks of people breaking down and all the spoilers and everything and all the little bits, then my brain took it and analyzed it again, and then I went to therapy. So, yeah, that's why we came up with this episode. I'm gonna explain this to you, right? We'll start with WandaVision. WandaVision, the 5 stages of grief.
Oh my God, yes.
And how she did so well with all of our favorite TV shows and how everything went there. And I was just like.
And she also spoke about, because you said it, talk about past issues.
Sorry, I can't talk. Yeah, her past problems with, being radicalized, watching her family get killed in front of her, losing her brother, then losing the only love of her life that just loves her for her. And I'm like, yo, she went.
And her children. The children that she came up. Lord.
And all she wanted was a quiet, normal nuclear quote unquote family there. That's it.
And people around her that she liked. I mean, literally,
That's
she formed her own. And you know that, and you know when you say that, because now you're making me think of something that which you're probably gonna get into. But how many of us will make our own world here?
Oh yes. See, thank you for bringing up one of my points. That thing we do, that did it happen in reality, or was it in the made-up world that I live in? Now, for years and years and years, Sheila has told me I can jump to a conclusion and make up the own story in my head and swear that it's real. I will give you an example, because Sheila is over here dying. She about to fall out her chair because she know I'm true. Now, I take all of these medications to help me live, basically, right? But the problem is, it helps you sweat a little bit more. So in my head, and my husband looked at me like I was stupid. I was sweating a little bit more, and I swore he didn't want me no more. He looked at me like I had 3 heads. But this is how far I could jump. Man, I'm out here in the Olympics kicking everybody ass at how far I could do this triple jump. What? Jump to a conclusion, boom, gold medal. See? And as I said, I can create this whole world in my head of this scenario that she did. She just had the power to actually do it outside.
Oh my God, yes. And I've said this to Gwen, and I'm so glad you pointed that out, because there are a lot of people out there who may be like that. And I have noticed the people in my lives who are similar are both Harry Potter Ravenclaw personalities.
Oh yeah, we are very, very smart, but very, very nuts.
Yes. Oh, because y'all so smart, y'all create your own scenario. Y'all have formulated, had come up with backstories. I mean,
but the thing,
one of my friends who is a Ravenclaw like her,
and 0.3 seconds to do this. That's
swear
the part.
he would swear, like this boy would, especially when he was younger, because I knew it had to be some type of dissociative issue, because he would swear you done did something and he not lying until you unfortunately brought the proof to his face. Once you brought the proof to his face, after arguing forever, until you actually brought solid proof to, look, I know you lying. Here's the proof. You're like, well, what had happened was, and I'm like, are you serious? We just spent hours arguing because you swore you were right. You swore that that's not happening. That didn't happen. And literally, bless her heart, but Gwen be coming up. You can see her face, and she'd be like, this, and this, and you're sitting there going, eh? What? That's not what I said. What?
Exactly.
That was not what I said.
But what you said and what I heard is 2 completely different things.
And you came up with that phrase for me. I don't know who coined it in reality, but you came up with that phrase for me, because
I forgot that.
Those are not the words that are coming out of my mouth. It came from some show, because I swear it came from some show, and you're like, what I said was not what you heard. Okay.
Now, that is show number 1. Now I'm gonna blow your mind with show number 2.
That was a good show. That was the best show to me so far for Marvel sitcoms to start with.
Yes, it was. It good. Now, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That I'm going to put to your mental health. That is very easy to do, because it is damn microaggressions. It is damn racism. It is, what is that new buzzword going around? You know, the one they don't want to teach? Systematic.
Critical race theory.
Critical race theory. Right. It was all of these things, and also
literally true. That was such a beautiful thing you just brought together, because I literally, when you just said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, with the black guy and the history that went on that they didn't bother to talk about until it was actually brought up, and then they had to freaking go to the museum. I'm like, for real? The truth, people, the truth.
And also why he gave up the shield in the first place, because he's like, y'all not ready for a black man to be Captain America. I only took it up because, as for normal for black people, we have to fix everything you fuck up.
True that.
Right. time.
That's how we feel. That's how that, especially, and I can't even just say for in the U.S. because it is different variations of racism and around the world, but it seems to be the same towards this skin color, brown. If you dark and you ain't this, somehow you always seem to be beneath other people, those that are like this, and those that are like us too, who are brainwashed for systemic generations to believe that.
And then
Definitely in that show, and then for Winter Soldier's issues, I love the fact that Home Slice, he had a lot of problems to get over.
oh well, he was a brainwashed killing machine, but that's not the big.
But it's acceptance. I think one of the things that I loved about that series was his acceptance. You know how when you say you love you understood who you are and what you've done in the past,
Mm-hmm.
but truly owning that.
Right now, wait, that's what I'm trying to get into. Now,
Oh, sorry.
oh no, I got a whole thing here. Okay, so it's understanding yourself, owning your past, and owning where you lie in this world, because there's this thing called an ally to help Black people, right? And then there's the other, as we call them, the palm color people. They don't know what the hell they. We had both of those in there. We had Bucky, who was an ally, who really do it because he knew when to step the fuck back. He's like, no,
Oh hell yeah.
you do this. Then we have the.
It was one laid back mofo.
Oh yes. Then we had the Captain America, who tried to take over and do everything for us and ended up doing everything wrong.
Oh my God. In so many ways. But and I don't think, I like the way you just said that, because it wasn't that the quote unquote new Captain America was racist in a sense. He had unconscious bias.
Yes.
Mind you, also he was suffering from PTSD.
Yeah.
Like some severe shit.
Yeah.
And control issues, feeling that he had to be the best because people put him on a pedestal, literally, when he really shouldn't have, because he even said it that it wasn't him, but because of this, he was pushed that way. He even said that he didn't deserve the honor that he got. Other people were there too, but because he was this, that's why he got that. And he had to try to learn to live up to that.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and then he has a wife who is not of the same Caucasus. He has a bestie who, of course, is also not of the same Caucasus. Who both are his pillars. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that goes into the stereotype of the white man standing on the Black people's back.
Oh yeah, and don't even realize it. And don't even realize it, but, and utilize that point.
My friend is Black, my wife is Black. Yeah, but you're still an asshole.
Right.
Okay, now I'm gonna blow your mind. So now we're gonna go into Loki, because I'm doing a connection. Okay, are you muted, or are you just talking to yourself? Because I don't hear you.
They both.
Oh, okay, there we go. So
that's when it mutes us when the internet connection is not stable. But literally, it's when you have people who just don't get it because they were never meant to get it, because their existence has always been cushioned by the pillars in their life. So they assume, oh, I know what's going on. No, honey, you don't know what's going on, because you ain't really broke yourself, allowed yourself to truly fall. And that didn't really happen to him until near the end. Where his image was crumbled and one of his pillars was lost. I think that kind of just tipped the brother over the phone, going, "I need help. I need help. I need help."
Now, in Loki, it goes back into knowing who your true self is.
Oh, by the way, also side note, in Winter Soldier, I'm talking about the Falcon's sister. Shoot the bomb, and shoot the bomb, and Bucky, go after that boy, go after that.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
It was funny too, because he was like, stop.
Bucky and Wakanda. I don't give a damn what anyone says. No one gonna tell me Bucky living his behind in Wakanda, who understands strong black women. Okay, and put the respect, put the respect that is deserved on it. Okay.
He know better.
That's why he be loving what he love. Okay.
Right.
I be like, okay.
See, that it was like the running joke. They said how Bucky is like the true ally because he quote unquote came to the cookout and knew what he brought. He brought a store-bought cake. He ain't try something stupid. He ain't try nothing different. He's like, look, what can I do? I bring some cups and plates. Oh, I could bring a cake. Here you go, right here in the plastic with the little.
What? He goes, I will bring myself. I can fix stuff for you. I can do this. I will give you this. And if you let me have your sister for a few, I'm going to let you.
Exactly. Now, try not to.
And then that other trick in that movie, in that drama. Oh, what was her character again? She was, oh God, what was her name? Agent Carter.
Yeah.
The younger Agent Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. We try to move on, Sheila. Stop it.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
And she always.
Well, you brought good analysis. Not my fault.
I know that. That's why I said I had a whole thing.
You did good.
I told you, therapy. Therapy. Now.
Girl.
Okay. So now in Loki. Now Sheila hasn't seen Loki yet, so I'm not going to go in as depth as I can because
And I can't be as animated because I've only seen episode 1. I started watching episode 2 while I was working at the same time. That didn't work because I realized, I need to pay attention because I'm missing stuff. Wait.
you got to really pay attention because there's nuances and stuff in there.
Right. And I was like, when you pay attention, you catch stuff. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, I looked back up. I said, wait, what? I'm listening. I'm down here typing going, what he say? What? What she do? Yeah.
Oh, with Loki, what it is dealing with past trauma, understanding what true love is, which is hilarious with Loki, learning to trust, and seeing your whole life flash. Well, in his case, wasn't flash. It was a damn movie in front of him.
Okay, that one I remember from episode 1, and that to me was just
right.
Can you imagine somebody saying, "Here, Sheila, based on the current trajectory of the choices you currently have been making, here's your life."
Exactly. Now.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's what happened. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
This whole episode led me, right, to have a dream, to deal with some past trauma that I had. Now I'm also because it played out like a whole movie in my head while I was sleeping. But the miracle was I woke up and remembered every last bit of it. Because usually, when you wake up, you don't remember shit. You just remember the feeling. I remembered every last bit of this. It happened with past friends that you know. Right? And I had discovered, and I somehow gave myself closure by having this episode of Loki of watching my movie.
Sometimes that happens.
Right. So what happened was, instead of it ending the way it did, I was able to get the closure by having the conversations that I needed to have then, but I'm having them now in this dream. And realizing
you're getting it out.
Exactly. And realizing where I was in that time of my life. That's why I had to look this thing up, right? Wait, hold on. I had to get it. Now, don't be mad at me, but this is what I came up with. So, for most of my 20s, right? I was acting like the Duff. So, what the Duff means for other people is the designated ugly fat friend. Because with this group of individuals, they were all skinnier. They were all like in their own head, and they were hot as whatever they wanted to be. right? And I realized something that I did, and I did it to myself because my self-esteem wasn't as good as it is now, because I did
Yeah.
a lot of
I don't think any of ours at that time frame were that
oh, it was confident in different things, and this is what I thought it should be,
mm.
dealing with people.
Was
But
I confident in shit?
I, yes and no.
I don't remember being confident in anything until my 30s.
True. And but but having this dream and having these conversations in my head,
Mhm.
understand that's where I was. And the reason why I fell out with these people is because I stopped being a duff.
Right.
I started getting more confident.
You stop seeing yourself as that.
I stopped seeing myself. I started more confidence. I started more things. And when I started doing that, they all pulled away
True.
because I wasn't a thing. And I'm like,
No,
oh,
actually, can I interject?
go ahead.
Also, I think it's also your relationship, because you've always had a relationship with a spiritual entity, or the desire with a spiritual entity. And I think once you started to have a little bit more of a want for a deeper connection,
Yeah,
so that you understood yourself a little bit better,
right.
I think that's where I think I might have noticed this the turnings
Mm-hmm.
of tides for yourself, where even though you wanted to still keep, because those are still history and memories and moments that you won't give up, because you can't turn back time. We don't have time machines. But at the same time, it's like, okay, where do I want to go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it was those things that I understood, and now I have the closure in my head the way I needed it from before. And it was just watching these three different shows, like it playing on the screen, how it
Hmm.
helped me open up and to understand, and how I'm like, me and Marvel, I'm like,
They got some good people behind them, because I've watched those, behind the scene commentaries, and because they're people that, but they also have women behind there. I'm just gonna throw that in there.
mm,
Women, the Marvel women. I'm just saying that they're doing their stuff. They have really seeped into show anyway. Um, but I agree, and I think a lot of our followers will definitely agree, and any newbies, that I feel that hindsight is 2020.
oh yes, it very much so is.
But acknowledgement, I think what you did, that dream, that or if we were indigenous people, I mean, we're indigenous to something, but the indigenous people that I'm talking about, they would have called that a dream walk, a
And it
spiritual.
felt like the Holy Spirit taking me on a journey that I needed to have.
Yeah, and a lot of times, when I read about different spiritual, that definitely reminds me of that, where your mind needed to go places, uh, and I feel spiritually, the people that were intended might have had that touch, um, because I think a lot of times that certain things that we do, if I wish I could, I tell you, the song by Little Mix
Mm,
will always be one of my favorite songs. The Little Me, oh my God,
ooh,
uh,
there,
that song.
oh,
It,
that song be get you in the feels.
if I could tell her, if I could tell that version of me, it's gonna be okay, baby girl. You gonna grow. You're gonna change. Your mind is gonna change. What you were frightened about, what you worried about, what you nervous about, what you don't think can possibly happen, honey. You got other things that are gonna happen that are gonna blow your little mind. Put down that knife. Put down them pills. Put down all the stuff that you thought you had to do to snuff out your exit. When I tell you what you just said, girl,
I told you I had you on this one.
yes, you did. Because I tell you, it is the truth. If I could go back and tell that girl. But you know, the best part is the girl, or excuse me, the lady, Lord willing, 20 years from now, listen to see this one right here. I'ma hope you gonna send me some knowledge from there to there. Because I'm telling you, the lady in 20 years from now, Lord willing, okay? I'm gonna need her to tell this young one over here, this middle-aged one over here, looky here. Don't be the stuff that I worry about today. Pause that. You're gonna be all right. I don't know where I'm gonna be in 20 years. Hell, I don't even know if I'm gonna be right side up. But wherever my spirit may be, I hope that I can hear my future.
And that goes to the next Marvel episode, next Marvel show called What If.
It's called What If?
No, seriously, that is literally the next one. It's called What If. It's a cartoon. And it's like, what if this happened? What if Peggy Carter is Captain America?
Oh.
Yeah, if you see the trailer, you'd be like, ooh, I can't wait.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like Chadwick Boseman's last role.
He was in it?
His voice. It's a cartoon. And he's playing Black Panther, so it was the last Black Panther.
Mind you, I am waiting for the new Black Panther. I am definitely waiting for the new Black Panther. I need to see how they're going to do it. I know who's going to become the next Black Panther, but I still need to see it unfold.
Because it's going to be a tribute to him, so it was like, yeah.
Yes. And I'm sorry. I would love to see more Bucky in Wakanda. I really want to know what the hell was going on in Wakanda with Bucky. Because I don't know what they whipped him into doing, because homeboy be like, bow down, my queens, bow down. So I don't know what happened with Bucky in Wakanda.
He know not to mess with them, and especially now.
No, but I feel his story, like, I haven't found his comics yet, and I really need to, because I know he has like a whole storyline in Wakanda, and I just want to know what happened in Wakanda with Bucky, because Bucky became a whole other spiritual self. Like the guy that came back, yes, he still had issues, but he was a lot calmer.
Yeah, it's basically you want to know what happened to who's White Wolf. That's what you want to know.
Right, because it's like the way he interpreted things than the Falcon did after Steve's death, it was different, and you can tell why it was different because of his time somewhere else. And I'm just sitting there going, what happened in Wakanda? I want to know what happened in Wakanda.
That'd be interesting. But with that being said, that's what I had for the.
You had a really great thing. I mean, honest to God, you know, it's like one of the it's like the oh God, those books that I used to get, because I have one. I think I have two. It's God According to books. And literally
they could do Marvel, especially these TV shows. They could.
Oh my God, because what you just said, you could write a leaflet for them, or a pamphlet, or column, because you'd be like a psychiatrist, a sociology, social worker's dream on that, because you could relate to your person. Because honestly, I have the one from the God According to the Lord of the Rings, and it's funny, I was just literally in the CVS because I was getting my meds, and they have the something anniversary of the Lord of the Rings, Time magazine, and I was just like, really? It's been that long? Because every time someone tells me, you know, it's been more than 20 years since Harry Potter came out, I was like, oh yeah.
Doing that with certain songs and certain things, I was like,
I'm like, but you know the sad part is for me? You know the sad part is for me is, are you frozen? Are you frozen?
I can hear you, but
okay.
Frozen too.
The sad part is for me is that, shoot, the word just went out my mouth. No, Sheila, come back. Oh, yes, that I have I'm a great aunt. I know you're an aunt too, but I'm a great aunt.
No,
We're just saying,
I don't have any great aunt. No, my
yes, but I do, thanks to my nieces and nephews, because they decided to continue to procreate, and these great nieces and nephews are in school now. so to me, I'm just sitting there going, really? And then every day I look in the mirror and I notice a hell of a crop more of gray hair. Like literally, people, gray. Like there's a lot of gray in my hair. And this is my hair, people. These are my hair. And there's a lot of gray up in this joint. And I'm just like, I don't always feel 44. I really don't. I really don't. And do I really want to have a child? The answer is still yes. There are days I tell myself no, but to be honest, the answer is still yes. That's one of the things that I was at the doctor's about as well. Getting myself back into the healthy range where I was in 2018 to finally get that done.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't even stand the heat, let alone me running after a toddler.
Oh, I know this heat is killing me. That's why I said the funny part about not exercising. I'm like, I'm really blaming it on the heat, even though I'm just lazy.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. A baby on my own is definitely gonna have me buy my damn smart car.
Oh, I'm not mad at you. I was like, yeah.
Girl, I'm gonna have to get my smart car and call it a day at that point. Cause I ain't dealing with no heat. And I'm probably not gonna raise this child in the United States if I can help it.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love, again, any people on this podcast or YouTube channel or Facebook or wherever the heck you listening or watching this from. Please understand, I know I'm an American. I'm reminded every time I leave this country that I'm an American. It's when I'm in this country that I'm reminded that I'm not, according to some people. Now, with that being said, there's racism everywhere. There's strife everywhere. The same way there's sin everywhere. It's just different variations of it. There's a different variation that I may want a child of mine to be raised in. That's all I am saying. So please hush up in any comments, retorts, or whatnot, because you will get me to clap back. And please understand, do not think I cannot run you like Tasha Brown did with Wendy Williams. Okay. Honey child.
Tabitha Brown.
Tabitha, excuse me, my bad. Girl, forgive me. Miss Tabitha, I want to try your seasoning as well.
Sold out in 39 minutes. I follow her.
Yeah.
Because that's
She put her in the clap back.
Oh no, she clapped back so well. It was so beautiful. That was a beautiful clap back.
Boy.
It sounds. She's like, I'm gonna pray for you,
girl.
And
but you know what the thing was? She was being real, because it's a different type of relationship. See, they put God first in their relationship. They actually actually care about each other. Okay.
See, that was the thing, because I follow Tabitha and I know Tabitha's story and stuff like that. And everybody went off on Wendy because Wendy was channeling herself, not Tabitha. She didn't know who she was or anything like that. Wendy was talking about her life and putting somebody else. And everybody went and said the same thing. First, you don't know her. Second, Tabitha's everybody's auntie and she's so nice. Why are you doing it? She ain't done nothing problematic yet. She's just been like coolest thing. She's been talking about with her husband for years. She did a whole interview on My People's podcast. And I'm like, that's a good thing. So she got put on. She retired her husband. That's what you do. She been in it for the last 15 years.
And it's not, and you know, the thing is, I think when people hear the word that she retired her husband, it's not that she retired her husband. What she did is she gave she the agreement that she had with her spouse. She honored it.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that. I stay at home so I can go ahead and fulfill my dreams. I'll take care of the house. I'll take care of the kids. You go home out. You go make that cheddar so that I can take care of the household and also take care of my dreams. Now we on a different spectrum where I am now earning more, doing what I do. So now you can go do your dream, take care of the house, and I'm gonna go do what we got. I'm gonna make the cheddar.
Exactly.
That's literally it.
And I can't wait till that seasoning comes back inside, because I looked at the ingredients. I was like, ooh, it's like pineapple, mango, something.
That's not. I'm gonna hope the pineapple I don't taste.
Well, I hope it just gives you the sweetness that you want, but not the pineapple. You know what I mean?
Because I can't deal with pineapple. It gives me hives.
Yeah, I think
But
it's sweetness.
yeah, because I heard that it's really, really good. So I want to try it.
Yeah.
I literally thought that was very respectful and was very well thought out. Very much like my other girl, Ronika, how she talks to people. Because I'm telling you, that's why she went into her life goals and changed up her life and literally became a life coach, teaching young children, teenagers. Now she's teaching both men and women at local high schools. She, to the point, she got contracts with public high schools to come into this high schools. Yes, girl, she got her business going. It's called, and anyone who's listening up to want to know about it, it is called Emerging Triumphantly. She has a website. She's got a book. It's on Amazon. She also has merchandise. You have young people, old people, male or female. If you want some real honest, like ourselves, real honest understanding of where different scope of life and how to, especially for your teenagers, the young people in your lives, how to lead them in a good direction so that you don't say dumb stuff. Because let's not forget, you were once a teenager too.
Oh yeah.
You had a parent that you thought was about to be batshit crazy. Okay. My mama's still cray. I literally was in the CVS getting my medication. This lady would call me up and ask me to tell her what she should get me, what kind of flowers to get me for my birthday. I said, surprise me. She goes, oh, well, you tell me. There's so many of them. Surprise me, mother. You tell me which one. There's red. Mama, surprise me. Well, no, I don't want to surprise because I don't want to get the wrong thing. And I was like, Ma, surprise me, woman. Leave it alone. I learned not to try to argue too much with my mama.
Well, yeah, but
our parents are still gonna be our parents. But parents also got to know what to say. And we were not born. The children's, we as children did not come out of our parents' woo-haws, with a manual.
Oh no.
We are not AIs. You know what I'm saying? We're not AIs. We do not come with a manual. Okay? It is learn as you go, and please don't try to kill this one. It is literally what we are. Children is that. That's why they precious. That's why you say, oh, they're precious. They're precious. Yes, because you can drop it and break it.
Yes, and this is also the same way, well, I say the old teenagers get on your nerve because they still ain't.
What?
Because I'm just like.
Because they got the parents don't give them sass. I mean, I'm watching these kids on some of these kids on TikTok. You could tell the difference between who let what good where. When I looked at this one little girl, she's like, oh, well, why can't you get my hair redone? I need my hair redid. Oh, your hairstylist is blah, 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 blah. And then the husband's in the background. The mom is like telling the husband, can you believe what she's saying? She goes, well, I mean, you probably have a bad hairstyle. I'm looking at the husband going,
wait a minute, that's the one with the nails and he drives it done?
No, the one that she had her nails done and she also had her hair. $300 for getting her hair done. The mama's like, I'm not redoing your hair for $300 something. Who won't give her the money? And I'm sitting there going, and then she's telling the daughter's like, please don't videotape me. I don't want to be videotaped. I'm sitting there going, the mother's like, I want to show the world what you're doing. I said, you know what, mama, I'm going to need you to turn off the video. I'm going to need you to beat the shit out of your child. Yes, people, I said that. Beat the shit out of your child because apparently you did not do it earlier. That's why your child the way she is. I'm going to need you to beat the shit out of your child. Then I'm going to need you to have a stern conversation with your husband.
No, because I was going to say the other TikTok that was funny is like the one where it has the little kid screaming and they're like, ah, and slamming the door. It's like, fuck you, Dana. And then you see it goes black and they blink and wake it up. It's like, oh, you thought you was playing with me. That's not how this works in this house. Come on, get up. You're going to be fine. Dust yourself off. I was like, yep.
Could you imagine? As much as my mama is cray cray, right? She cray cray. She raised 3 cray cray. Now, she cray cray. Now, and then my mom ain't got no tact. Let me tell you that right now. My mom ain't got no tact. I tell her this all the time. She has no tact. Now, at least I try to. So do my siblings. So, to a point, because Isaiah, if you say something incorrect, Isaiah will cut you off. He don't care how old you are. He don't play that. I have lost people that I used to hang out with just because my brother was in his right. He was in his right. He said what he said. They took offense. Like hella took offense. And he even tried to be nice. But that didn't work. But don't come across my little brothers, my baby brother, because he will cut you. Cut you. Okay. So yeah, no. Please do not tell me that you're gonna have a child and you're gonna let your child roll over you. You don't do that. You know why? Because guess what? The world is gonna cut your child. Gonna cut your child. You're not raising your child to be prepared to handle the cray-crays in this world. When you let your child just roll, say whatever they want to say, be out there thinking that they all this, when you tell them.
See, basically what Sheila is trying to get to is she's trying to avoid the idiots that are in college that think they know everything and get they butts handed to them freshman year. You know, whether they go to community college,
On the school they go to,
or a college or a university, because it'll be either in class, in the dorm, or in the streets.
I'd rather me do it to you in the house than in the streets.
Exactly. And in our case, you don't have to go to college. We do it in high school, middle school, mentoring.
Girl. Truth that she is saying, people. She's speaking truth.
See, if you go back to the 90s, we had politically correct, and we're all Gen Zers. There's a reason we don't give a fuck about anything right now, because we already been through it. Recession, name it, pick one. You know, civil unrest, pick one. Heck, we were there to change the century. You know, we were there, we were like, Sheila and I, oh, we're going to teach you, you're smart. Oh, that's a good thing. No, it's not. It's bad that you're smart. You should be stupid like the rest of us. Oh, wait a minute.
If I knew that all I had to do was just play dumb, but smart enough to get the job done, but not smart enough to be like, oh, I did that the other day with an assignment that my head boss asked me to do. And unfortunately, they came back with a compliment and said, oh, I like the way you're presenting this analysis. And I'm sitting there going, I was like,
but wait. This is your friend. Your friend, look, your sister, your friend graduated summa cum laude and didn't know. But I did. This is how bad I am, people.
I think that's because of the pandemic. I think that was because of the pandemic.
Me too, but that's not the point. People, listen to me. I barely graduated high school and college the first time. This time I'm summa cum. What? Who?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't because we were dumb. That was the thing. I think in high school, it wasn't because we were dumb. We just were going through other things going on in life. Plus, on top of that, we didn't know the importance.
No, we didn't. And we went to a...
But it's like you didn't really... Oh, you had to go to school.
Right, and we went to a crap high school that didn't emphasize it or didn't say anything to it. They just said, don't get pregnant, but they sent all girls to our school.
But we had a daycare. Just keep that in mind. We had a daycare in our high school.
Wait.
But I think, yeah, there really was. I really think also that it's also cultural.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible, because we went to a predominantly POC school. When I say POC, I mean all the brown people. Not all. I mean all brown people
in the entire school. There was only...
I don't remember, but we might have. I think we might have had some.
No. There was three. There was three of them. There was two. There was a brother and a sister, and then there was the Arthur kid that I hung out with. There was 3 white people.
See, there were some, but majority it was Black, Hispanic, Asian.
Island.
Yeah, that was a island. When I say POC, I mean all POCs people. We ain't had nobody else.
There.
Barely. The teachers were. The teachers were. But the thing is that if you didn't require or ask for something, you weren't gonna get it. Like literally, I had psychological issues, which unfortunately my mother had requested something for me to be taken care of at the school. That's when they brought in a psychiatrist, a social worker, excuse me, into the school for me. And then my social worker realized it was great for me and the other girls that they had brought a guy for the guys, which I thought was the smartest thing in the planet. But they didn't do that earlier. Then on top of that, it wasn't as if we were taught to be on the fast track for college. Most people didn't think, oh, these kids going to college? These kids are going to college? No one emphasized college and the purpose of a higher education.
No, it was get your cosmetology license and go.
Right. It wasn't really, unless you had certain teachers, like Professor Antonoff, who I still remember his name to this day. Oh my God. My business law teacher. Oh my God, loved him. Loved him. But he literally took us to Albany to do mock trials for courts. I mean, you literally were training people to become attorneys or paralegals or mediators. This is high school back in Brooklyn. And we were at technically a technical school. But we don't train the schools the way we would have if at other schools. Right. That we always knew about John Jay. And their requirements and stuff like that. So there were different levels of what you were going to get at high school, which shouldn't be. You know, we really should have something across the board. And I'm going to try to cut this short, but I noticed that in certain schools in China, yes, I said China. It says China, people. I am not going to lie. I like the way the schools are taught. Some schools in China are put where there is an emphasis on all them children got to go to college. You have different levels of colleges. Each college is graded based on what you can actually get, based on the name and what you can earn. What I would like is to have a school where no matter what the child's level's at, that you don't dissuade them from going to school. You find out if they've got learning issues now, so that they can be prepared. If someone got dyslexia, if someone got some other type of learning disability, let's learn about it now, because that child can still be smart. They just may be slower to understand things. I have colleagues that didn't finish college or didn't even bother to try because they didn't think, they weren't taught or told that their slight learning disability or how they learn, because it's not a learning disability in that sense, it's more of how you learn things. Because everyone has to learn things differently. There's a technical term, but I'm forgetting how it is. But that they didn't go. Now they're going to college in their 30s and 40s. They never went before because they weren't explained this stuff. Exactly. And I think that's a detriment. I'm glad that they're going now, you know?
Yeah, and it's also the same way. It's like probably why I'm doing so well now, because I understand the way I learn and how I need to do things, and how to apply myself better than I did then. But with that being said, because it's already a long ass episode, which is normal for us, we thank y'all for listening and understanding and getting to think. But we talk about some heaviness here. Well, also with comedy, you know, we get down to some stuff. I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm going to here and thank y'all for coming on this Marvel journey. We might revisit this again. I say once you finish Loki and see what you really think. You know, because I'm like, ooh.
I can do a recap.
I could do.
I'm getting ready for Doctor Strange.
Oh, that movie going to be the joint. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go. Yeah, okay. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I can't lie that I do love me some Benedict.
Oh, she been in love with him forever. I just like,
See, that's the husband. Loki was the boyfriend.
Right. See, I don't. as for Marvel, I don't really have one. No, it's Loki.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
not the same.
I don't really have a husband. He's still my boyfriend because I'm just like, I just love me some Loki. I was like, but you
I'm
know,
right.
for
It's Loki and who was the Korean Captain America? Whoever's the Korean Captain America, I like him too.
what Korean person are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hold on. There's a character that's like a Korean Captain America.
The new Shin? The rings guy?
No, not that one. Not that one. Oh God, what is it? What is this guy's name? He is called Teguki. There you go. Teguki.
But what does he do?
He's sexy. And he needs a better costume now. I'm just gonna say. He needs
Okay,
better
I don't know what she talk about. We gonna here just let it go because we'll get into another conversation. Anyway, this was Golly Spiritual Lady.
Yes, we will.
Co-host Gwendolyn, this Sheila,
Sheila.
and we will see you guys next time. Bye.